Hey guys, it's me Another back on A-Science, and today I'm going to be doing a papercraft video on how to make an easy paper avatar action figure. Now this should be favorable to all sorts of avatar, all the characters from the movie, but I'll be specifically choosing one avatar for this tutorial, and you can use that to your advantage and create whichever avatar you want to make. So yeah, basically this is also a simple action figure tutorial that I've done a billion times. So we're gonna start with the torso like always. So I'll use my pencil to mark it out. So I'm gonna go for sort of like this big of a torso. So that's gonna be the torso. Let's cut it out. Okay, so here's that. Now I want you guys to roll this into a cylinder first. Sort of like that. And then turn it into like conical shape to give the torso more chest, like that, and use some tape. Cut off the extra bits, and just like that you should have a cylinder ready, which should function as a body. Now we're going to attach all the hands, legs, and itty bitty bits on this thing one by one. Just give it more of a torso look. I'm going to do a fold like this to symbolize the rib cage. And after that, let's move on to the legs. That's the most fun bit. So I want the legs to be a bit bigger than the torso itself. So if it were that big, so yeah, about this big leg. So similarly, just chop, and then fold it in half like this, or horizontally. Now this will be our left, this will be our right, or vice versa, doesn't really matter. Then the thighs are going to be slightly bigger. In case of avatars, most definitely the thighs are a bit bigger than the lower limb, but usually in real life the thighs are smaller. So to account for that, I'll just fold these two in exact half, so we get a bit of both sides. Now just like that, we have two equal parts. This is going to be the thigh cylinder. This will be the lower leg cylinder, and you just want to do this. Cut this one out as well. It won't matter if you mix these up because they're the same length either way, but still I'd prefer not to. Okay, so let's bring our torso in the game again, and the thighs are thighs, so obviously they can be a bit thicker. So I'll use my pen for the thighs like this. Yes, that will be our thighs. This is one. And you can make the other thigh with the same technique, but let's move on to the lower leg, for which I'm not going to be taking help of the pen because it's too thick. I'm just going to be winging it. Don't want it to be too thin either. Okay, that's too thick now. Let's redo it. close that. That looks like it will do. There you go. Now the same thing applies to these two, the other leg and the arms, both the arms. So I'll quickly do that so you don't have to waste your time watching me do the same thing over and over again. But before that, let me just show you how to attach these legs to the body. So you just need a little bit of tape like that, as you can see right there. Stick it to the thigh, just like that. And then so as you can see, the legs can now bend. And we're going to be sticking the thigh to the torso. Simple as that. But before that, let me give it sort of like a crotch shape, you know, like triangle underwear shape, to make it look more realistic, like that. So now it'll be a bit easier for me to attach it there. Actually, it really wasn't. I need to do a bit more bigger fold. Okay, like that. Nice. So as you can see, there's one leg attached. Now do the same for the arms and the other leg. Let me reposition it a little bit. Yeah, there's one leg done. We'll do the designing at the end, so don't worry about that for the time being. Okay, so I finished the basic things that make it look like an actual figure. Now what's left is to turn this into an avatar. So the most defining features in an avatar would be probably the lack of clothes. So I need to make a bit of a muscle texture, and then the presence of some clothes, and then the tail and the face, of course. So let's work on that. Let's work on the tail first. I'm guessing for the tail I won't do cylinders because that's gonna be too much work. Let's just use a strip of paper like this and color one side black. It's pretty much this. So that's the tail. No one's complaining. So to attach it, you don't really have to do much. Just give it sort of a fold, like a light fold, and then tape this right at the back like this. Right, so it's looking like an avatar a little bit once the tail's added. Now the next step would be to make the face and then the clothing. Let's do that. So the head shouldn't be a problem, but I don't want to jinx myself. I'm guessing it's gonna be harder than usual. A tiny strip of paper, and just like we did with everything, turn it into a cylinder first. Like this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I have my markers here. Should we use a darker one? Let's use a black one and the lighter one, just in case. So these ones we'll be doing for the designing part that will come in the end. But until then, let's work on the face. And just like we did with the torso, I want you guys to fold it on two ends like this to give it a jaw. That looks wonky. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, looks like it's fixed. Yes, works. This works. Now let's use the pen to do some detailing. Okay, I can see a mouth right there, just like a normal human being. Make a chin, and then make a slightly dog-like nose like this. Straight. This looks like an anime character. Definitely not good. I would prefer a yellow color for the eye, but if I use my yellow marker on blue, it's gonna look like green, I'm sure. Well, let's do it for science. Let's use my yellow marker. Yep, it looks like green. Well, that looks like Hulk now. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. We're using our markers. Start with the lighter one. The lighter one does nothing. Let's start with the darker one. Now this should change the entire texture. No, this is too strong. This is too dark. The lighter one does nothing at all. So we're just gonna have to do this. Sort of like stripes like this. That looks like an X-Men, the monkey guy. So that's my attempt at an avatar head. Very much not what I expected. But I think we can fix it using the ears. Let's do the ears next. They're very tiny, so let me reuse this piece. No, that's just too much. Let's cut off sort of like this shape. Fold it in half and then we have two of these. Elf ears. The avatars are very unique creatures, aren't they? They've got like monkey tail, elf ears, like everything. Very much mythologically usable character. I bet like one day creatures are gonna find this movie and think they were the gods or something. What am I saying? Because the movie is very good, the quality is like top notch. So we have the ears. Does this look like an avatar? Still, no. Okay, so let's use some red AFO. Okay, that's supposed to be the hair. Two more strands coming from the side like this. Oh no, this is looking like an Egyptian pharaoh. Great job, Star. Great job. Okay, there's an avatar now. Let's color it black. Maybe that will fix things. Alright, that's a bit better indeed. Next up, let's do some designing for the body. Actually, that's gonna be the last step. Yes, we're almost through. So let's do the same sort of like wavy texture, like right there. Maybe right there as well, and then sort of like this to signify the chest, the rib cage. And then a bit on the arms as well. Legs. Make sure it's random. Oh, this is my first video for today and I've got ink all over me. Similar thing on the back. Okay. Maybe on the legs, I mean the tail. Yeah, I'm going to finish this up and then put in some clothes on, and I'll see you when that's done. Alright, there it is. I managed to finish up the designing bits. I added the bow, one bow, it's not the bow, and a tail and some clothing onto this guy, and he's looking snazzy. This is not bad at all. So most definitely a win for me, and if you guys manage to follow along, this should be a win for you too, because well, it's a nice decoration, a nice thing to play around with, have fun, make videos about. So yeah, there is our avatar along with his weapon, trusty steed. Now that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, hope you got some inspiration to do some paper crafts, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next on the next video, and share my videos. Thank you, bye bye.